How to fix ED naturally in 90 days. No pills, proven protocol. The moment we stop performing, we start questioning everything about ourselves, our worth, our masculinity, our future. It's not just the momentary frustration, it's the erosion of confidence that follows, creeping into every part of your life. We often mistake blood flow issues as mere physical setbacks, but they're far more insidious, silent destroyers of the very core of who we are. They push us to avoid intimacy altogether, leaving us in a place where we no longer recognize ourselves. Quick disclaimer, this content is for educational purposes only, not medical advice. Everyone's situation is different, so please consult your doctor or a healthcare specialist about your specific health concerns. 80% of ED under 50 is psychological, not physical, but doctors won't tell you this. The truth is, most men are quick to reach for a prescription or start blaming the inevitable march of aging. But what they miss is something far more powerful, the mind. There's this silent force, one that goes unnoticed, and it has the power to weaken your body before it even starts. Stress, anxiety, self-image issues, these aren't just emotional challenges. They're the root causes that often lead to ED. The more you suppress them, the worse it gets. It's the fear of performance, the self-doubt that builds in the quiet moments, the nagging thought that you're not enough. All of this erodes your confidence, piece by piece, until intimacy seems like a distant dream. You may think you're alone in this. You're not. In fact, many men have reversed these mental barriers naturally, without relying on pills. Take the example of James, who, for years, struggled with performance issues. It wasn't his body that was failing him. It was the constant stress at work, the pressure to perform in every aspect of his life. Once James began addressing his anxiety with simple techniques like mindfulness and positive visualization, his confidence skyrocketed. ED was no longer a daily worry. It was the result of a mind, not a malfunctioning body. Once you understand this, you'll realize the real game changer in restoring your confidence. It's not the pills you pop, it's the peace you cultivate within yourself. Your morning cortisol levels, not your age, determine erection quality. Most men ignore this completely. Now let's dive into something most men overlook, their morning routine. The start of the day, the moment your feet hit the floor, sets the tone for everything that follows. And yet, how many of us allow high stress to dictate the first moments of our day? The result is a surge in cortisol, the hormone that, when elevated, can completely sabotage your body's natural rhythms. When cortisol spikes, your body's systems are thrown into disarray. And guess what? Your blood flow takes a hit, which directly impacts erection quality. It's not just your age, it's how you wake up to the world. But there's a fix here. First thing in the morning, you need to reset your body's rhythm. Start with deep breathing. 5 minutes of focused, controlled breathing will tell your nervous system that it's safe to relax, shifting you out of that fight or flight state. Hydration is key too. Water is the first thing your body craves after hours of sleep, and it's essential for healthy circulation. These small actions set the stage for a calm, grounded day, and more importantly, a healthy vascular system. But it's not just your cortisol levels, there's a muscle that's a direct control over your erections. Let's talk about that next. The pelvic floor muscle controls both erections and ejaculation. Pharma companies don't want you knowing this. Most men focus on quick fixes, pills, creams, or the latest supplements. But there's one thing most men ignore, the pelvic floor muscle. It's a group of muscles located between your hips, and it has a direct role in not just erections, but also ejaculation. If you're overlooking this area, you're missing out on one of the most effective ways to regain control. The pelvic floor muscles are essential for blood flow regulation to the penis. When they're weak, they can't support proper circulation, leading to weaker erections and even premature ejaculation. The solution is simple and doesn't require a prescription. Strengthen your pelvic floor muscles. Exercises like Kegels, yes, those same ones that women use, are incredibly effective for men too. By regularly engaging these muscles, you'll notice improvements in erection quality and stamina. It's not just about sex, it's about reclaiming control and restoring balance to your body. Now that we've talked about muscle control, there's also something in your daily diet that's working against you. Let's explore that next. One specific food you eat daily is destroying your blood flow and nobody talks about it. There's a food, one that's likely a regular part of your diet, that's quietly undermining your blood flow. It's not the occasional indulgence. It's the constant, subtle damage done over time. We're talking about sugar, processed carbs, and trans fats. These foods spike your insulin levels, leading to inflammation, and over time, they cause your arteries to stiffen. As a result, circulation suffers, and the blood flow you need for strong erections becomes a battle. It's not just about feeling sluggish, it's about the silent damage these foods are doing to your vascular health. What should you be eating instead? Leafy greens, omega-3 rich foods like salmon, and healthy fats found in nuts and avocados are all blood flow friendly. These alternatives promote healthy arteries and improve circulation, naturally boosting erectile health. Your diet is a powerful tool in this journey, and it's time to shift focus to the foods that support you rather than those that hinder your performance. But fixing your ED doesn't just improve your erections, it skyrockets your confidence, and we'll get into that next. Men who reverse ED naturally report a 340% confidence increase beyond just sexual performance. Most men make the mistake of focusing solely on short-term fixes, pills, supplements, or quick solutions, believing that these temporary remedies are enough to address their struggles. But here's the truth. The real power comes from transforming yourself. Fixing ED naturally doesn't just change your sexual performance, it changes your entire being. Imagine walking into a room and not just feeling confident, but truly knowing your worth, not because of a pill you took, but because you've reconnected with yourself on a deeper level. This is where the true transformation happens. When you reverse ED naturally, the benefits ripple far beyond the bedroom. Men who make this shift report massive increases in their overall confidence, often in their relationships, careers, and sense of self. Confidence is multidimensional. It's how you carry yourself at work, how you engage with your partner, and how you feel when you look in the mirror. By addressing the root causes of ED, you unlock a new level of self-assurance that goes beyond just sex. Take control of your health, and you'll see improvements everywhere. A simple shift in your habits can reinvigorate your relationship, boost your professional drive, and give you back the life and vigor you deserve. You might even surprise yourself with how your newfound energy and confidence elevate every area of your life. You might be surprised to know how loneliness and isolation make ED worse, without you even realizing it. Loneliness destroys testosterone harder than a sedentary lifestyle. This is the missing piece doctors skip. Most men make the mistake of treating ED as purely a physical issue, but the emotional toll is often the silent killer. It's not just about physical health. It's about the deep, invisible effects loneliness and isolation have on your hormones. When you're isolated, when you don't have meaningful connections, it doesn't just affect your mood, it disrupts your testosterone levels. And when testosterone drops, ED often follows. This isn't some theory. This is a direct cause and effect relationship, and it's one that too many men ignore. The truth is, loneliness impacts more than just your emotional well-being. It actively works against your body's ability to function at its best. The lack of connection and social isolation sends your hormonal balance into a downward spiral. So, while you may think you're just dealing with ED, what you're actually battling is a deeper issue that affects your entire well-being. The solution is clear. Start fostering stronger, more meaningful relationships. Make time for real social connections, whether it's with friends, family, or a partner. Get out of your head and engage with others, because the more connected you are to the world around you, the more balanced your hormones will be. Start nurturing your emotional health just as you would your physical health, and the effects will be life-changing. What if you could measure your progress in as little as 14 days? You can measure erection improvement in 14 days with one simple test. Most men never try it. Most men make the mistake of assuming they'll see immediate results after making a few changes. But the truth is, it's essential to track your progress along the way. When you're addressing ED naturally, seeing small improvements is key to staying motivated and committed to your journey. And there's a simple test you can do at home to measure your progress. This isn't just about size. It's about firmness, endurance, and overall sexual function. It's the most direct way to track how well your body is responding to the natural changes you're making. By tracking your progress, you gain insight into what's working and what might need adjustment. This isn't about seeing dramatic changes overnight. It's about building consistency and noticing the gradual improvements that will lead to long-term results. This simple test empowers you to take control of your progress and stay focused on your goals. You can start tracking in just 14 days, and the results will motivate you to keep going. And here's the real game changer. Men who fix ED naturally can stay fixed for years, unlike pills that just mask the problem. Bonus point. Men who fix ED naturally stay fixed for years. Viagra only masks the problem and drains your wallet. Most men reach for pills like Viagra as a quick fix, not realizing that while they work temporarily, they don't address the root cause of ED. The problem with pills is that they only mask the symptoms. They don't fix the underlying issues. And over time, this becomes a costly habit that doesn't provide lasting solutions. The truth is, if you rely on pills, you'll always need them, and the costs continue to add up. The right approach is simple. Focus on fixing ED naturally. When you address the root causes, the benefits stick. ED isn't something you should have to manage with pills for the rest of your life. By making lifestyle changes and taking control of your health, you're setting yourself up for long-term success and lasting results. And as an added bonus, you'll save yourself money in the long run. Drop a quick word in the comments below to let us know you watched to the end. Just type reclaim as proof you're serious about fixing ED naturally. Like this video if you found it helpful, share it with someone who needs to see this, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for daily content like this. We appreciate you sticking with us till the end. Check out the recommended video on your screen for more actionable tips. See you tomorrow.